Hello everyone, welcome back. The next topic is circulatory system. You understand circulatory system is for circulation of fluid, body fluid, that is the blood mainly here. Now in case of the frog, what happens? The vascular system or circulatory system is well developed and it is a closed type. You remember what is the difference between open and closed type of circulatory system. In case of closed circulatory system, the blood flows in the blood vessel only, through the blood vessel only. It does not come out of the blood vessels. And in case of open circulatory system, if you remember what we have discussed, that the blood flows out of the blood vessel and cells and tissues are bathed, or otherwise let us say that they are taking bath. Cells and tissues are found to be taking bath in the blood. Why? Because the blood has gone out of the blood vessels. There is no involvement or there is no presence of blood capillaries. But here in case of the closed circulatory system, the blood keeps flowing in the blood vessel only. Now it consists of two systems. Vascular system here we are talking, or circulatory system, it consists of two systems. One is the blood circulatory system or blood vascular system, let us say, and the other one is the lymphatic system. Now in case of the blood vascular system, what all organs are included? So heart is there, which is the central pumping organ to pump the blood. The second one is the blood, because blood has to flow and carry different substances like nutrition, let us say, oxygen and carbon dioxide, minerals, vitamins, enzymes, hormone, etc. And who is going to carry that blood from the heart? That is the three different types of blood vessels are there: artery, veins and capillaries. And when we talk about lymphatic system, here what happens? The fluid that is flowing in the lymphatic system is called as lymph. The fluid is called as lymph. And then who is going to carry that lymph? That is the lymph vessels are there, also called as lymph channels. And then at different location there are some nodes, lymph nodes, which are also included as the part of lymphatic system. Now let us talk about the blood vascular system in detail. Here we are talking about the blood vascular system, where what is present? Heart is present as a pumping organ, then blood and blood vessels are there. Now in case of the heart of the frog, you have studied earlier that it is three chambered heart. Three chambered heart में से क्या है? दो upper chamber है, which is called as atrium or otherwise auricle, and the lower chamber only one is there, which is called as ventricle. Atrium को हम auricle भी बोल सकते हैं. Just have a look in the figure over here. The two figures shown over here, one is showing here the ventral view, the other one is showing the dorsal view. ठीक है, पहला जो फिगर है लेफ्ट साइड वाला, ये क्या है? डोर्सल व्यू है. एंड राइट साइड फिगर, इट इज शोइंग द वेंट्रल व्यू ऑफ द हार्ट ऑफ द फ्रॉग. नाउ हियर द हार्ट ऑफ द फ्रॉग इज muscular because it is made up of cardiac muscle here, and it is situated in the body cavity, and that also on the upper part, that is, let us say, in the part where the thorax and abdomen. तो यहाँ पे क्या आएगा? Abdomen में तो नहीं आएगा. Abdomen will become on the lower. Here we are talking on the lower thoracic area, you can say, or otherwise simply you can call as what? Body cavity, upper part of the body cavity. It is located or situated in the upper part of the body cavity, and this is covered by a membrane, which is actually two membranes are there. Double membranous structures are there, and this double membranous structure is called as pericardium. दो मेम्ब्रेन है, एक मेम्ब्रेन डायरेक्टली जो है वॉल के साथ कनेक्टेड है, यानी हार्ट के साथ कनेक्टेड है, और दूसरा वॉल जो है थोड़ा सा गैप बना रहा है. Means in between the inner and outer, let us call here, the inner membrane, that is inner membrane of pericardium, is in direct contact or attached to the heart, and outer membrane or inner membrane के बीच में very small space is there, very thin space is there, which is filled by a fluid, and this fluid is called as pericardial fluid. This fluid is called as pericardial fluid. And what is the structure then? What is the structure of the heart? The structure is conical shaped. It is a conical shape, and it is having three chambers. Two upper chambers are there, which is called as auricles, and one lower chamber is there, which is called as ventricle. Now, when we are talking about the auricle and ventricle, you understand the right and left auricle will come. So here in the figure, just note down here, left auricle and this is right auricle. This is, we are talking about the first figure on the left side is dorsal view, and the other figure that you can see on the right side is ventral view. So इसमें अगर देखो पहले फिगर में लेफ्ट किधर है और राइट किधर है, and you compare with the other figure that is on the right side, that is a ventral view. Now here I am just talking here first of all the dorsal view. Is it right? In dorsal view, left auricle and the right auricle the other side. Both of these chambers are going to receive the blood. Is it right? One is oxygenated, one is deoxygenated blood, and then it flows down into the lower chamber, which is the ventricle, and only one ventricle is there. So as a result of that, what happens here, the oxygenated and deoxygenated blood get mixed into the lower chamber. That means what kind of blood will be transported to different part of the body then? Different part of the body will be transported with mixed blood. And since over here the energy requirement of the frogs over here is not like all other apes and mammals, यानी birds and mammals की तरह इनको एनर्जी की रिक्वायरमेंट उतनी ज़्यादा नहीं है. So as a result of that, they are able to carry out all the life processes in the, if the transport of mixed blood is done, they do not face any kind of problem or trouble. Once again, what I said, that in case of the aves, that is the birds and the mammals, four chambers are there. So as a result of that, what happens? On right side deoxygenated blood flows, and on the right side, now on the left side oxygenated blood flows. You have learned this in the earlier class, right? In the left auricle oxygenated blood is received, in the right auricle deoxygenated blood is received, and then it flows downward into the respective ventricle, left and right ventricle. Now as a result of that, what happens, the oxygenated and deoxygenated blood are prevented from getting mixed together. But here we are talking about the frog, where only three chambers are there. So as a result of presence of only one ventricle, the oxygenated blood coming from the left auricle and deoxygenated coming from the right auricle, they get mixed into the ventricle, and then when the heart pumps the blood out of the heart, at that time mixed blood is transported out from the heart here. So when we look over here in this figure of dorsal view here, the left side figure here, you can see this triangular part, triangular structure, which is labeled as sinus venosus, Now this receives the blood, deoxygenated blood, from different part of the body, and then it enters into the right auricle. So that right auricle gets the blood. What kind of blood here? Deoxygenated blood. Once again, the triangular part you can see here, which is labeled as sinus venosus. In this, what happens, if you remember, in case of human being, superior and inferior vena cava पढ़ा था, right? Superior vena cava and inferior vena cavas, they bring the deoxygenated blood collected from different part of the body. So what happens here in this case also, what happens, the vena cavas, they bring the blood, and then they join or pour the blood into this conical triangular structure over here, sinus venosus, which opens into the right auricles. Sorry, only one is there, auricles नहीं बोल सकते, auricle only, right auricle only one is there. And as a result of that, What happens here? Deoxygenated blood enters into once again right auricle. The blood has been brought initially by vena cava. Vena cava joins with the sinus venosus, and then sinus venosus transports the blood into the or pours the blood into the right auricle. Now a question is कि अब right auricle only I am talking here. What about the left auricle? You can just remember left auricle में क्या होगा? Oxygenated blood आएगा. Oxygenated blood that will be coming from, let us say, the skin or otherwise the lungs, where the exchange of gases has taken place. So that blood, oxygenated blood, comes into the left auricle. And when the upper chambers are going to contract, at that time the blood will be pumped downward into the ventricle, right? And when the ventricle is going to pump the blood, then it has to, or otherwise let us say, contract first of all, right? The ventricle, when it contracts, the blood is pumped out of the ventricle, or let us call as heart over here directly. The blood goes out of the heart, you can call, or otherwise you can also call over here from ventricle, because once the blood is pumped out of the heart, means what? It is going out of the heart from the ventricle only. And then where it is going to enter then? It has to enter into a artery, main artery that is coming out of the ventricle, which is over here called as truncus arteriosus, which is called as ट्रंकस आर्टरियोसिस. उसी का दूसरा नाम बोल सकते हैं कोनस आर्टरियोसिस. क्या बोल रहे हैं? वेंट्रिकल opens into the sac like truncus arteriosus, same thing also called as conus arteriosus, and this is located on the ventral side of the heart, which is located on the ventral side of the heart. Just have a look on in the figure here, on the second figure, that is on the right side figure here, which is the ventral view, truncus arteriosus, which is coming out from the ventricle. So that means when the ventricle is going to contract, the blood is pumped out of the ventricle into the truncus arteriosus, which further divides into different arteries, so that different part or different system is supplied with the blood. मतलब अलग अलग क्या है यहाँ पर सिस्टम है, सभी सिस्टम को ब्लड सप्लाई देना है. तो ये कब होगा? जब हार्ट से ब्लड निकलेगा, यानी वेंट्रिकल से पहले निकला, एंटर हुआ कहाँ पे? ट्रंकस आर्टरियोसस, विच इज द मेन आर्टरी. Then further it branches, right? And then these arteries are going to carry the blood into different systems. Now here, for transport of the blood either into the heart or out of the heart, is it right? It forms two different types of systems. It forms two different types of system. That means here I am talking about the blood is circulated by two systems. One is called as arterial system, the other one is called as venous system. As the name suggests here, you know about the artery. That artery carries the blood from the heart to different part of the body, and the veins bring the blood from different part of the body to the heart. So that's why here the arteries, they transport the blood from the heart to all parts of the body, whereas in case of the venous system, what happens? The veins collect the blood from different part of the body and bring it to the heart. Just let us have a look in this flow chart in short, arterial system and venous system. Okay, arterial system में क्या होता है? हार्ट से समझो, लेट अस से कि वेंट्रिकल से पंप हुआ, यानी ब्लड पंप किया गया. Ventricles contract, and as a result of that, the blood flows out of the heart into this truncus arteriosus. Later on, this truncus arteriosus divides into different branches, and these branches are called as arch, ARCH. Once again, heart से कहा है truncus arteriosus. Truncus arteriosus divides into three, you can say here: carotid arch, systemic arch, and then pulmocutaneous arch. एक बार फिर से, carotid arch, systemic arch, and pulmocutaneous arch. Now, each of these three arteries, they are further dividing so that different part of the body can be supplied with the blood. Okay, have a look over here in the carotid arch. Now, this carotid arch gets divided into two further. One is external carotid artery and the other one is internal internal carotid artery. Now both of these supply the blood to the head region. Both this exterior and interior. एक्सटीरियर बोलो एक्सटर्नल बोलो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. एक्सटीरियर और एक्सटर्नल कैरोटिड आर्टरी एंड यहाँ पर है इंटरनल या फिर इंटीरियर कैरोटिड आर्टरी. दे सप्लाई द ब्लड टू द हेड रीजन मेनली. एंड देन कमिंग टू द सिस्टमिक आर्च ओवर हियर. क्या है नाम क्या है? सिस्टमिक आर्च. दिस डिवाइड्स इनटू फोर. This divides into four over here. Starting, let us say first with cilio-mesenteric. Sorry, cilio नहीं है, ciliaco है. Ciliaco-mesenteric artery. This supplies the blood to alimentary canal. Mesentery, if you remember, entry, mesenteric, right? Ciliaco-mesenteric. This supplies the blood to the alimentary canal. Then second one over here, gonadial artery. Gonadial artery. This supplies the blood to the gonads. In case of male, the gonad is testis. In case of female, the gonad is ovaries. So gonadial artery supplies the blood to the testis in male, and in case of female to the ovary. The third one is called as renal artery. Renal artery supplies the blood to the kidneys. And the fourth one over here is iliac artery. This supplies the blood to the hind limbs. Hind limb मतलब पीछे का पैर बात कर रहे हैं. Iliac artery supplies the blood to the hind limbs. And then the last one over here, the third arch, pulmocutaneous. As the name suggests over here, pulmonary related to the lungs and cutaneous related to the skin over here. So pulmocutaneous arch supplies the blood to the skin and the lungs. Pulmo is referring to the lungs. So let us call over here पहले lungs फिर बाद में cutaneous मतलब skin. Lungs and skin are supplied with the blood with the help of this arch, that is pulmocutaneous arch. Now coming to the venous system. Venous system में क्या करना है? The blood has to be brought from different part of the body to the heart. मतलब कहाँ से लाना है? डिफरेंट पार्ट से ब्लड को लाना है हार्ट में. एंड दिस इज डन बाय मेनली, अर्लियर वी हैव डिस्कस द ट्रायंगुलर पार्ट ओवर हियर, साइनस विनोसस. दिस एंटर्स इनटू द राइट ऑरिकल. अब ये राइट ऑरिकल में पोर कर रहा है ब्लड को, लेकिन यहाँ कहाँ कैसे आया? मतलब साइनस विनोसस में ब्लड कौन लेकर आया है? तो दैट वी आर डिस्कसिंग हियर. वी विल स्टार्ट फ्रॉम द लेफ्ट साइड एंड देन कम टू द हार्ट हियर. ओके, फ्रॉम द डिफरेंट पार्ट ऑफ द बॉडी, हाउ द ब्लड इज कलेक्टेड. लेट अस से हियर ऑन लेफ्ट साइड, ऑन राइट साइड. इज इट राइट? और लेट अस से हियर विल गो फ्रॉम राइट टू लेफ्ट. ओके, हार्ट में ब्लड कहाँ से आ रहा है? साइनस विनोसस लेके आ रहा है. साइनस विनोसस में ब्लड जो है तीन अलग अलग क्या है? मेन वेन्स आर देयर. टू ऑफ देम आर कॉल्ड एज प्री केवल्स एंड वन इज कॉल्ड एज पोस्ट केवल. अब ये दो प्री केवल में क्या होगा? एक लेफ्ट साइड में, एक राइट साइड में. दैट्स व्हाई लेफ्ट प्री केवल एंड राइट प्री केवल. नाउ वन ऑफ देम लेट अस कंसीडर हियर लेफ्ट प्री केवल. इट रिसीव्स द ब्लड फ्रॉम थ्री डिफरेंट वेन्स. लेफ्ट प्री केवल्स receive the blood from three different veins, that is external jugular vein. Is it right here? What is that? External jugular vein एक है, second one is innominate vein and the third one is subclavian vein. एक बार फिर से, external jugular vein, innominate vein, third one is subclavian vein. Now how these three veins, from which part of the body they are collecting the blood? So they collect the blood from the tongue, lower jaw, head, brain, forehead. That means this is talking about the head part mainly, and that also on the left side. Is it right? Likewise the right side here, right precaverns. Only thing what we have to replace here is, in place of left we have to replace here right. So let us call once again left exterior or external jugular vein, left innominate vein, left subclavian vein. they collect the blood from these parts. Likewise, on the right, in the right precaval, what happens here? The blood is received from these three veins mainly, that is external right external jugular vein, right innominate vein, and right subclavian vein. And these again they receive the blood from all these parts that we have just now discussed: tongue, lower jaw, head, brain, forehead, etc. And the third one over here is the post caval. Now post caval receives the blood from mainly three veins. One is the renal vein, that is coming from the renal vein is coming from the kidneys. लेफ्ट एंड राइट की टू किडनीज आर देयर, तो दोनों से यहाँ पर ब्लड रिसीव करने के लिए रीनल वेन्स आर देयर. एंड देन गोनेडियल. गोनेडियल मीन्स व्हाट? इन केस ऑफ मेल द टेस्टिस एंड इन केस ऑफ फीमेल द ओवरिस. सो वहाँ से ब्लड रिसीव करने के लिए कौन सा वेन है यहाँ पर? गोनेडियल वेन. एंड द थर्ड वन इज हेपाटिक. दिस इज रिलेटेड टू द लीवर मेनली. What happens over here? That the renal veins, they collect the blood from the two kidneys and then they bring it, they pour that blood into posterior vena cava. Then posterior vena cava enters into the liver and then the blood is collected from the liver and then it enters into the post caval. That is hepatic. पहले liver में enter कौन सा vein हुआ? ये वेना केवा, पोस्टीरियर वेना केवा एंटर्स इनटू लीवर एंड देन फ्रॉम द लीवर कम्स आउट द hepatic vein which joins with the post caval. And then these three veins, that is the left precaval, right precaval and one post caval, they bring the blood and pour into sinus venosus, and through the sinus venosus what happens? The blood enters into the heart. So that was arterial and the venous system. Now special venous connection is present over here in the intestine and kidneys and also in the liver. तो सबसे पहले हम बात कर लेते पहले लीवर के बारे में. ऐसे मैंने अभी बात किया था कि पहले क्या हुआ? द ब्लड कम्स इज कलेक्टेड बाय द रीनल वेन्स फ्रॉम टू किडनीज एंड देन यहाँ से जो वेन निकला दैट इज posterior vena cava which enters into liver now. And then from the liver the hepatic vein, it joins with the post caval here. So over here what is happening कि लीवर में एक अलग से सप्लाई आ रहा है ब्लड का. कहाँ से आ रहा है? पहले किडनी से कलेक्ट करके फिर आ रहा है लीवर में. सो हियर दिस इज फॉर्मिंग अ पोर्टल सिस्टम, मतलब वेन का ही आ रहा है, आर्टरी तो नहीं है यहाँ पे, वेन इज कमिंग. सो दिस फॉर्म्स अ पोर्टल सिस्टम विच इज कॉल्ड एज हेपेटिक पोर्टल सिस्टम. एंड लाइकवाइज किडनी से रिलेटेड है, सो दैट इज द रीनल पोर्टल सिस्टम. And the blood over here, see till now what I have discussed about the heart, is it right? Now coming to the blood. So blood में क्या क्या चीज होता है? As we have discussed in the beginning of this chapter when we had discussed about the connective tissue, तो वहां पे टिश्यू एक आया था क्या? ब्लड कनेक्टिव टिश्यू आया था, फ्लूइड कनेक्टिव टिश्यू. सो एट दैट टाइम वी हैड डिस्कस्ड, जस्ट हैव अ रिवीजन. What happens? The blood is composed of two parts. Plasma, that is the liquid part you can say, which is pale yellow in color, light yellow in color, and this forms around 55% of the blood. Blood का ये करीब 55% पार्ट क्या चीज है? यहाँ पे प्लाज्मा है. And the other 45% is made up of the cells, and this constitute what? Concentration or otherwise amount 45%. Means what? The cells are forming here around 45% of the blood and the plasma forms around 55% of the blood. Let's have a look first on the plasma over here. That plasma contains, now if you consider the plasma only, see first of all blood में मैंने बात किया कि blood में 55% क्या चीज है? प्लाज्मा है और 45% cells are there. सो अब ये मान लेते हैं 45 ये प्लाज्मा को लेट अस से 1 लीटर ऑफ प्लाज्मा लेट अस कॉल, और 100 ml बात करते हैं. तो इन दैट अराउंड 90 ml, 100 ml अगर बात करें तो 90 to 920 92 100 में बात करें ना, सो 90 to 92% इज वाटर and other 8%, 8 to 10% is left. In that, all these substances are present. That is, some salts are there, some proteins are there, then respiratory gases like oxygen, carbon dioxide and nitrogen is present, hormones, enzymes, nutrients, excretory substances मतलब waste हो गया, anticoagulant like heparin will be present. It prevents the clotting of the blood. Blood has to flow in the liquid form. It should not clot. So in order to prevent that, clotting factor, which is called as anticoagulant, or antibodies are also present, which are again made up of protein actually, but they are protective proteins. They fight the infections. Coming to the cells over here, three different types of cells are there here. One is the RBC, red blood cells, or otherwise also called as erythrocytes. Second one is WBC or white blood cells. They are also called as leukocytes. And the third one is platelets, which are also called as thrombocytes. Now all these three cells, RBC, WBC and platelets are nucleated. मतलब इन तीनों के पास क्या चीज है? न्यूक्लियस है. But same thing when we talk about human being. In human being, only the WBCs are nucleated. RBC and platelets are without any nucleus. That's why it is also written as enucleated. In case of human being, RBC and platelets are enucleated. Only WBC is nucleated. But here we are talking about the frog. So frogs have all the three types of cells nucleated. मतलब तीनों के पास न्यूक्लियस है. Okay. Another one is RBC के पास क्या चीज है? Hemoglobin is there, which is the protein, conjugated protein, which is responsible for the transport of oxygen and carbon dioxide. In case of the WBC, they are without any color. It means they are colorless. Now coming to the lymph here. Lymphatic system. तो lymphatic system में हमने बात किया था कि lymph is there, lymph vessels are there and lymph nodes are there. So lymph is actually what? It is a part of blood only, but little different from the blood, because in that what happens, proteins and RBCs are not present. WBCs are present, but that also small WBCs are there, which are small sized. Okay, and then the blood carries different types of substances that already we have discussed over here in the plasma. So blood carries nutrient, gases, water to the respective site during circulation. मतलब जब blood circulate हो रहा है तो ये सारे substances उसके अंदर है, उनका transportation भी यहाँ पे blood के through ही हो रहा है. Circulation of blood is achieved by the pumping action of the muscular heart, no doubt in that. We have discussed about the heart also, and whatever topic I have discussed here, it is not exactly what is given in our NCERT book. It is little more than that, so that it becomes useful for you for competitive exam also. So that was about the circulatory system. Thank you.